Some sad news to pass along today as Tom Cousins, the founder of the Eastlake Foundation, has died at the age of 93. The impact Tom had on the city of Atlanta and its surrounding communities is immeasurable. Jimmy Roberts tells his story.
In a game which often celebrates itself for its level of giving, perhaps no one gave more than Tom Cousins. He loved sports and his home of Atlanta, putting the former to work in support of the latter. He brought pro basketball, hockey, and soccer to town and shaped the city's modern skyline through real estate development. But it was through golf he made arguably the biggest impact. In December of 1993, Cousins was reading an op-ed in the New York Times which claimed that 70% of those in New York State prisons came from just 8 New York City neighborhoods. He was shocked. Could poverty and circumstance, he wondered, really do this to human beings? Cousins sent the article to Atlanta's chief of police, who told him that in Georgia, you could probably narrow that scenario to just 5 neighborhoods, the worst of which surrounded a housing project called Eastlake Meadows, where the crime rate was 18 times the national average, and 90% of the boys eventually ended up in prison. There was so much gunfire, the neighborhood was known as Little Vietnam. Just across the street sat the Eastlake Golf Club, the place where Bobby Jones had learned to play.
A huge gallery of golf enthusiasts follow Bobby Jones and his partners over the Eastlake course.
As the neighborhood spiraled down into the abyss from the late 60s onward, the club followed suit. And by the 90s, it was not much more than a tattered shell of something once great. Cousins had a novel idea: to use golf and this once great club to fix the surrounding area. First, he bought the club and restored the course and facilities. Next, he recruited his friends from corporate America to join. A hefty portion of the membership fee went into a foundation. That money, when paired with a federal housing grant, was then used to purchase Little Vietnam and knock it down. It was replaced with a sparkling mixed-income community, people paying market rate, living side by side with those receiving public assistance. The idea was for the market raters to help bootstrap up their neighbors. A community center was built, and then the most crucial component of all, a school. And the results have been remarkable. As recently as 1995, the graduation rate at the local high school was 30%. Now, it's near 100%. In 1995, 5% of 5th graders were able to meet or exceed the state standard for math. Now, the local charter school is among the highest ranked in all of Atlanta. Eastlake's dramatic success has gone on to serve as an inspiration and a model. There are now nearly 30 communities around the country using its blueprint. Tom Cousins is a visionary, Jack Nicklaus once said. His heart is as big as his ideas. Hugely successful as a businessman, Tom Cousins became one of golf's most consequential figures, all without touching a club. He was a man who loved the game, then went on to use it as a lever to impact the lives of those who play and those who don't, making a seismic difference for generations to come.
PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan released the following statement: "It's difficult for me to find words that adequately pay tribute to a man who throughout his 93 years sought to make a difference and improve the lives of those around him. Mr. Cousins was a visionary and a man who had the unique ability to imagine what something could become and then make it happen. Our partnership with Tom and the Eastlake Foundation will have a lasting impact, and we look forward to honoring and celebrating him at this year's tournament. We will miss Tom greatly and will cherish the memories we have of him. We grieve with his family and share our condolences." Former world number 1 Adam Scott at the Wyndham Championship also reacted to the passing of Tom Cousins.
You know, just what a supporter of the game of golf and what a human being, what he's done around that community. we see it every year we go there, and it continues to get better and better. You know, so that's really sad for the game, but you know, we're lucky to have guys like Tom Cousins, because he really does pass that attitude on, and I know Eastlake and the city of Atlanta is going to do well going on because of a guy like Tom, and so will the game of golf.
Mark Lazarus, Eastlake Foundation board member and Versant CEO, said the following: Tom Cousins was a giant in life and in golf. His inspirational vision for Eastlake Golf Club and the Eastlake Foundation, guided by his Golf with a Purpose mantra, has transformed the lives of a generation of children and families in the city of Atlanta. Tom's impact will be felt for decades to come, and his incredible contributions to the community through his passion for golf will never be forgotten. Tom Cousins, a visionary, a wonderful friend to the game of golf, was 93.